Welcome to a world where rallying was at its most extreme. Group B was the pinnacle of the sport, where manufacturers pushed the boundaries of technology and created the most powerful and awe-inspiring cars ever seen. And in this world, there was one car that stood out above the rest. A car that was the ultimate expression of Group B's excesses. This is the story of the Lancia Delta S4. Rallying. The ultimate adrenaline rush that will leave you on the edge of your seat. Imagine racing through narrow, winding roads at breakneck speeds, the tires screeching as you push your car to its absolute limit. It's not just about speed, though. Rallying requires an unmatched level of skill, as drivers navigate through treacherous terrain and unpredictable weather conditions. In recent years, safety has become a top priority for rallies, and strict rules are applied. These standards cover everything from the design and construction of rally cars to the safety equipment required for drivers and spectators. However, these rules constrain the development of cars. Now think about what rallying would be if there were no rules, no safety standards. Spectators are inches away when cars are passing next to them at over 100 miles per hour, and cars as powerful as they can be. Group B was a category of rallying that ran from 1982 to 1986 and was known for its incredibly fast and dangerous cars. The rules were simple: cars had to have a minimum weight and a maximum engine displacement, but other than that, almost anything was allowed. This led to incredibly powerful and lightweight cars, with engines exceeding 400 horsepower, that could reach speeds of up to 150 miles per hour on dirt roads. The Group B era was exciting and thrilling, but it was also the most dangerous form of the sport at the time. The cars were difficult to control and the speeds were so high that accidents were almost inevitable. In fact, during the 5 years that Group B ran, there were a number of accidents that resulted in the deaths of drivers, co-drivers, and even spectators. To understand how and why the S4 was built, we need to take a step back and look at Lancia's history in the sport. Lancia has a long and storied history in rallying, with a number of iconic cars that have become legends in their own right. One of Lancia's most successful rally cars was the Stratos, which was introduced in the 1970s. The Stratos was a lightweight and agile car that was designed specifically for rallying. It won 3 consecutive World Rally Championships from 1974 to 1976, cementing Lancia's place as one of the dominant forces in the sport. In the 1980s, Lancia continued its success with the introduction of the 037 rally car. The 037 was a rear-wheel drive car that was powered by a supercharged 2.0-liter engine. It won the 1983 World Rally Championship, beating the revolutionary Audi Quattro, solidifying Lancia's position as one of the top teams in the sport. Lancia's sights were set on conquering Group B once again, as their competition grew stronger and stronger. And with the introduction of the Delta S4, they had the perfect weapon to do just that. The car was designed to take advantage of the rules and push the limits of what was possible in rallying. It had a composite body and a mid-engine layout that gave it incredible handling, and its supercharged and turbocharged engine made it one of the most powerful cars on the circuit. The S4 was a mid-engine race car, which had an all-wheel drive system and 5-speed transmission, both developed by the English company, Hewland. The Delta S4's body was made of Kevlar and other lightweight materials, making it incredibly light and nimble on the rally stages. But came at a cost, as safety features were either scraped or made poorly. One of the most impressive things about the Delta S4 was its engine. It used a 1.8-liter inline-4 engine, which combined both a supercharger and a turbocharger to produce an incredible 480 horsepower and reduce turbo lag at low engine speeds. The Delta S4 was the first rally car ever to use this technology called twin charging. This gave the car a top speed of over 140 miles per hour, which was extremely fast for a rally car in the 1980s. This allowed it to go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.5 seconds, which was faster than some Formula One cars of the time. But the S4 was too powerful, which made it incredibly dangerous, and several drivers lost their lives while competing in the Delta S4. The Lancia Delta S4 made its debut in the 1985 season of Group B rallying, and it immediately became a force to be reckoned with. The car's innovative design, which featured a twin-charged engine and four-wheel drive, made it a formidable competitor on any terrain. The S4's power output of over 500 horsepower gave it an edge over its rivals, and it was able to achieve blistering speeds on both tarmac and gravel stages. Lancia introduced the Delta S4 in the last race of the 1985 championship and managed to achieve first and second positions at the rally. Although Lancia fell short of winning the 1985 championship, the performance of the Delta S4 at the Wales Rally served as a warning to rival teams of what was to come in the following season. In the 1986 season, the S4 finished the season with 4 wins. In the hands of the Finnish driver Henri Toivonen, the Delta S4 looked like the strongest contender and was on track to win the championship. But then tragedy struck. During the Tour de Corse rally, the Delta S4 driven by Henri Toivonen and his co-driver Sergio Cresto crashed and burst into flames. Both men were killed instantly, and the incident sent shockwaves throughout the rallying world. The death of Toivonen and Cresto, combined with all other unfortunate Group B events, had a profound impact on the sport of rally. The FIA, the governing body of motorsports, responded by introducing new regulations that effectively ended the Group B era. The Delta S4 and other Group B cars were banned from competition, and the sport shifted towards a more regulated and safer form of rallying. It was a sad end to a thrilling era of rally racing, but it was a necessary step to protect the safety of the drivers and fans. Despite its short-lived competition career, the Delta S4 remains one of the most iconic rally cars of all time. The Delta S4 won 1 race in its debut season, and it continued to dominate in the following year. Its incredible speed and power set a new standard for rally cars, and it helped to push the sport to new heights. The Delta S4 is still celebrated by rally fans around the world, and it continues to inspire new generations of drivers and fans. The car's legacy is a statement to the golden age of Group B rallying, and it will always be remembered as one of the most exciting and powerful cars to ever compete in the sport. This is the story about the Delta S4. The car that was so powerful it killed the whole racing division. Its legacy lives on in the minds of rally fans everywhere, and it will always be remembered as one of the most exciting and powerful cars to ever compete in the sport.